Welcome back to my kitchen, Gigi's Kitchen, where we get to learn all new tips and tricks and anything to do with cooking. And today we are going to do one more German-inspired meal. Now this was a luncheon meal, but you can really eat it anytime you want. But it mainly consists of a nice green salad, German-style salad, which we're going to make. With the cucumbers and the green beans and so forth on it. It's kind of similar to the provincial salad we did a few weeks back, but this is more of a smaller side salad to the main course. The entree would be a German toast. And that's what I learned it to be called, a German toast. You'd go to the guest house and you'd sit down and you'd order a toast. That would be a nice piece of German bread, usually the German rye, would be toasted. It would have ham on it, bechamel sauce, and then grated cheese over the top of it with a piece or two of asparagus. If it was in spring, it would be the white asparagus, but other times of the year, it would be green asparagus. I think it's real similar to a croque madame if you're without the egg. This meal will have three parts to it. We're going to make a salad. We're going to make the bechamel sauce, which I think all good home cooks should know how to make. So now's your chance to learn it. It is a white sauce, and it's a basic sauce that we use for so many things. We use it when we make mac and cheese, for instance. I use a bechamel sauce when I make lasagna to coat my noodles and use it as a paste between the layers of my lasagna. Then we build the toast, which is basically a slice of rye, a piece of ham, the bechamel, blah, 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 put it under the toaster or the oven or the broiler, whatever you want to call it, and toast it off. Let's get into our ingredients. Our salad is going to consist of lettuce. So one of the things that I thought we would do today is we will rinse and spin lettuce. I think that's a lost art. We so many times just grab a bag of lettuce and go with it, which is fine. I do that all the time. But if I want some really nice lettuce, if I want to take it up a notch and impress my friends and family, I will go and make a special effort to get some artisan lettuce at the farmer's market or my specialty grocery store. Bring it home, rinse, wash it, spin it, and then it's ready to go. And we're going to do that today. I have green beans, of course. We always have green beans on our salad. Tomatoes, cucumbers. Now the cucumbers are a cucumber vinaigrette salad thingy. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But the big tool we're going to work with today is the mandolin. Because I want these cucumbers nice and sliced thinly, evenly. So when they present on the salad, they're real pretty. That's really important. So we're going to work with the mandolin. So our salad also consists of a little tomato, some shallots, our cucumbers, as I said, a vinaigrette, which I had already made. So it's a basic vinaigrette, and I've done that a million times already, so you know that. But we've added to the vinaigrette mayonnaise to make it creamy with dill and chives. I didn't have any fresh, so I had to use my dried dill, but if you have fresh dill, it even makes it better. Asparagus for our toast, our cheese, which is our Gruyere, and our Gouda, which we will also add to our bechamel sauce to make it a bit cheesy, and our slices of smoked ham. I also have some Jewish rye. I've already toasted it, so it's ready to go. You can get it with the seeds or without the seeds. If you can get it the Bavarian bread, the big loaves of German rye, that is wonderful, because that's the traditional bread that it would be laid on. That would be really nice. But this is what I can get, so it works for us. You can use any kind of bread, as long as it's a good hearty bread that's going to hold up to your bechamel sauce and your cream. So we're going to get started here. Our bechamel will be butter, flour, milk. We're going to fry it down, add the milk, we're going to make our sauce, then we're going to add the cheese and nutmeg. Most bechamels have nutmeg in it, and you can add nutmeg. You can also add cayenne to spice it up a notch or two, or blend whatever it is that you're aiming for. Maybe a little tarragon in there to put on some salmon is really good as well. But starting out to learn how to make that basic bechamel sauce, it will take you up a notch. Your friends will be truly impressed. So, let's cook. So first things first, we're going to wash some lettuce. It's pretty basic. I have a big bowl of cold water. If you have a nice clean sink, you can fill your sink up. But I just got these 2 little lettuces. If I had 2 big, huge romaines, I'd probably clean my sink really good, put the plug in it, fill it up with some good cold water, break it apart, put them down in there. But since we're here, it shows it's a little demo so you can see. This is my red leaf lettuce, and I'm just going to go and tear it off the bottom. And then I'm just going to take this and put it in here. Take my other one. I'm just having 4 for lunch today, so I don't need a whole lot of lettuce. And then we're going to tear this one apart till we get down into the heart of it. And then we're just going to douse it around in there a few times. Really good. And when you do that, if there's any dirt or anything, it will fall to the bottom. Let the lettuce come to the top. And then we're going to take it out and put it in our spinner. There's a million spinners out there. You can find them at Walmart, TJ Maxx, whatever. But it has a basket. It twirls. When I pull the string, the whole thing twirls and it spins the lettuce. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to shake some of the water off of it. I'm going to put it in here. I don't ever put too much at one time. Put the lid on it. And then I'm going to pull my string and get it going. And I don't know if you can see, but it does thin the water out of the lettuce. A few times is enough. Sometimes I'll take it out and I'll toss it around, but that looks really good right there. I don't put too much in. I think sometimes it's a lot to put in too much, and for just our purposes today. There we go. Take it out, and now I'm going to take it over here, and I'm going to dump it on this nice clean tea towel. I'm going to spread it all out. We get it all on there. We're going to roll it all up and set it aside. And here's our lettuce. Spread it out. I always put an extra towel in there, just a little, one of these little cotton thingies. And I'm going to just pat it down. I'm going to roll it up. Because I don't want wet lettuce. It'll dilute my dressing and then I have soup and salad. That's what I don't want. So we're going to set that aside. There we go. So now I'm ready to move on to my mandolin. I'm going to slice up my cucumbers nice and thin. We're going to put them in the container. We're going to douse them with some dressing, and we're going to stick them in the refrigerator, and we're going to let them sit while we're doing everything else so it all gets really good and cold. We want to serve a nice cold salad. So this is my mandolin. It slices all kinds of stuff. You can slice French fries on it, matchstick, julienne things, but today we're doing this cucumber. Also, this blade right here is very, very sharp, so you have to be careful of it. And this knob over here is where I turn my machine to raise my board for the thickness or thinness I want it to be. And it tells you on there, you know, how many millimeters to go. So anyway, I think I've had this for a long time and I do use it. I don't have real fancy knife skills, so I'm never going to get these the same. So I want to be able to. This is my little handle that you can use to put on here to safeguard yourself. And I probably will use it when I get down to the bottom. Put it on here and you slice. And there we have it. Little bitty sliced cucumbers, they're all the same. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit here and go like this all the way. Keep moving. Watch my fingers. Keep everything back. And I'm going to do all of this whole cucumber. Now it won't all go on me, but we will eat it. So when you got down to the bottom, you take this. Now this has little spikies. See those little spikes? And you put it on there, and you can slice it all the way to the bottom. And that's what that's for. There we go. Keep your fingers away. Watch what you're doing. Don't get distracted. There we go. Almost there. Getting to the bottom. Put it on. And then get it. There we go. All done. There's my cucumbers. Nice and even. Ready to go. It really makes it nice. If you want to make scalloped potatoes or whatever, and I'll open this up for you so you can see. It has several different blades. See, there's a blade for julienne, there's a big blade for French fries, and you can, whatever you want to do it with. Now, as I turn it, it makes it thick, thin, however you want it to be. So then when I store it, I make sure the blades are down so nobody can cut themselves on it. And then it just folds up. I rinse it, fold it, and put it back in the cabinet. It's ready to go for the next time. But look at those perfectly sliced cucumbers. Who knew? Got our cucumbers ready to go. All sliced, uniform. They look so pretty. Shallots in, dressing on. And now we're just going to stir it up really good. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it get a good chill. Okay, let's build a salad. So I'm going to take my lettuce and just tear it to the size. And I like my lettuce to be bite-sized. Not too big. And now we pile the lettuce all on one side. And then the cucumbers and the green beans go over there. Little tomatoes on top, right here. Some green beans over here. You can cut them if you want. Our cucumbers. Oh yeah, those, oh my gosh, they just smell so wonderful. You're going to go right in there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this dressing off the bottom. And you can use the one that's in the jar if you want. I'm going to drizzle it across the top of our tomatoes and a little bit over our green beans. And look at that, how good that looks. Okay, that's done. I'll make up the rest of the salads later, but just for video, I think one does it. Now I'm going to saran wrap this, and I'm going to put it into the refrigerator so they will get cold. We're going to start on our bechamel sauce. We're going to melt down some butter. I got about 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter in there under a nice medium-high flame. Now we don't want this to brown. We want it to stay just frothy. There we go. That looks really good right there. Now I'm going to add in, I put about 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. And now we get to brown this flour down. We're not actually going to brown it though. It does turn a little bit the color of the butter, and it does turn a little tan. But we want to cook it for 2 to 3 minutes to help break it down so that it doesn't taste all pasty and floury. So this is our roux. We're cooking up right now. Gonna keep stirring it up, keep cooking it up, and then we're going to pour in cold milk. Remember, hot roux, cold milk, and that's gonna give us our sauce. It's the same technique when we're making the creamy gravies for our chicken fried steak or our pork schnitzel. Same concept. Only this time our fat is butter instead of bacon fat or beef fat. So I'm just going to keep going. I don't have a timer. I just keep going until I feel like it's ready to go. Now, it's all incorporated in there. And see, that's looking really good right there. It's smoothing out. It's the butter and the flour have now become one. And that's what we want. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to be whisking at the same time. Going in with our cold milk. So we do not want lumps in our bechamel sauce. So now I can whisk it. And you can make a lot or a little. We're making 4 toasts. So I've got enough, and then if I have leftovers, I put it in the refrigerator. No telling what I'll do with this tomorrow. Make gravy out of it. I don't know. We're going to bring this to a simmer. We're going to let it cook and get thick. Get it all off the bottom and all off the sides. I gotta watch the sides of my pan. I caught heck on the marinara video because I left tomato paste on the side. Dang. I'm gonna add some white pepper. Now remember, this is going on our bread, it's going on our ham. So it's already gonna have a little bit of salt in the whole dish. So we probably just need to be a little bit careful. Oh, and our cheese is always salty too. So there we go. And I always like a lot. But you can see that's not much, maybe 2 over the top. Smells so good. Yep. Nutmeg in. White pepper in. Oh yeah. I'm going to turn it up just a tad. We can get it. It's starting to thicken up now. Oh yeah, there we are. We have sauce. There we go. You can see it's ready. If I take my little scooper, look how nice and thick that is. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, put some cheese in here. Here is this is our Gruyere. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in here. And this is our Gouda. And it is not smoked Gouda. It's plain Gouda. You could add smoke if you want. There we go. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. There we go. If it's too thick for you, you can dilute it with stock or milk. But I think that's perfect right there. That's going to be perfect on our toast. Now I'm going to let this sit here for a minute while we get ready to build our toast.